Welcome everyone to our another Forewarned solo series episode 3. Um so basically we're just kind of doing our usual things. Roll to level 100 is pretty much what's kind of motivating me at this moment. Yeah, so we're gonna, as always, we're gonna play man hard, medium-sized map as pretty much just give us a little bit more road room to get more gold and whatnot. So pretty much for me, comfortably, as soloing, basically this is my settings. I know there's probably like more awesome players that can actually do them in brutal, medium, maybe in solo mode. But for me, like I always like to do all the objectives, like get all the gold as much as possible, then do the relic run and so forth to get maximize EXP. Plus you get the hard difficulty bonus. So um for me that's my comfort zone. Then of course, I do want to try to put together a brutal medium slash large map with a dedicated team. I think that would be the next challenge to try and accomplish, especially to complete everything, objectives as well as everyone survives, plus get the relic and all that. So I think that would be like the next step that I want to accomplish sometime in the future with this game. So anyways guys, we did posted two of our Resident Evil 2 remakes of Claire's first and second run iterations with a S plus rating with no damage, no saving, no item box runs for our start of our Halloween special event for this month. So go ahead and check that out under the playthroughs playlist. So go ahead and check that out. We also did a Valheim episode 5 yesterday, which we uploaded. So go ahead and check that out as well, guys. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this game in Forewarned, let's go ahead and drop down in the comments below. How to play certain things. Go right ahead. I do have other basic guides for you guys under my Forewarns playlist. So how to solo guides to basic guides on how to survive and outmaneuver the four Magi's and whatnot. So go ahead and check it out, guys. If you guys still have like some questions about how to react in certain situations with the Magi's. So yeah, guys, go ahead and check those videos out. So yeah, so anyways, we'll kind of do more recaps towards what we got planned for Halloween month as far as games and other things. So yeah, so hopefully you guys like what you see. Please drop that like and subscribe to help support our channel, plus in the same time get notified for our future gaming content as well. So anyways guys, let's get on with the show. So yeah, so my last episode on Forewarned, I think I was like 81, 82, I believe. There is another upgrade for your actual equipment. I think it was upgrade 5. So if you upgrade all of them in the same time, I think it'll cost you about 12,000 gold. So if you're getting close to that 80s level and whatnot, be sure to save the gold up, because just kind of give you guys a heads up, it's about 12,000 gold. So but I think by now everyone should have like 20-30,000 right by now, so it shouldn't matter to you guys. All right. Yeah, so let's get on this show. So I think we're kind of close to 85. We'll see how long it will take us. I'm thinking we'll probably reach about 2 levels, I think, by the end of the episode. It depends on survivability, if we survive all of them, of course. Let me go ahead and set my stopwatch on my phone, or else I do tend to get distracted. I always like to kind of balance the workload or objectives and evidence runs. So you guys remember, like I always like to kind of go almost 50%. I think it'd be more like 55:45 on the actual time, so about, you know, of course 6 hours 30 minutes until for the relic. So we'll probably do like 3 minutes for the objectives and about 3 minutes 30 seconds to get evidence. So the main hope is to try and get at least 2 evidence during your objective run. If you could get more, that'd actually be great, because that's basically less time you know, for you to you know, get to that point of figure out what Magi it is. Get through there already. Sometimes the Magi would keep on doing the same evidence all the time, and that, I think that would be the biggest upset, just because, you know, especially if you're playing on like hard or something, you don't have that much time, you know, to pretty much get what you need. A lot of times, like, you might just try and push your luck and squeeze out until 5 seconds leeway, and then you just leave. But yeah, sometimes it's just kind of, you know, Magi's are kind of stubborn, so you sometimes you got no choice. Three gold piles left. 2. I don't think there's a treasury room here. No, there's not. So 2 more left. So currently we're at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. What an ass. Oh, that guy was waiting for me to just update my journal. Freaking punk. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back to the entrance to start working on evidence. So a lot of the information on my solo guides, pretty much you can still use it. There's nothing, like, as far as updates, there's nothing to pretty much change for now. I think the only way that a lot of the information will change is if once they start updating the Magi's and whatnot. Then maybe some of the strats usually might have to change. So, but as far as Magi's, then of course I'm gonna have to update my my guides against the Magi's. But if it's just only like one little thing, then I probably won't do it until there's like a huge update about them. So we're about 4 minutes 20 seconds. Rathos. Yo, right off the bat. Right off the bat, you couldn't even like wait. And he got reanimation right on me. That sucks. We gotta come back for this thing. We should have break off by now. We kind of broke line of sight like a while ago. But yeah, guys, so be careful, especially with the Rathos, or actually all of the Magi's. They kind of tend to spawn next to the relic room now, it seems like. So especially the Dekan, try not to run around in the same time while you you know, do other things. So just kind of stay still when you do pick up the relic or open that door. I think I got this too loud for you guys. I think that'd be good. Sorry, I had to drop the game volume for you guys. We're just trying to space ourselves for now because Rathos is just being a punk right now, so at least we found the blue lever. So I know there's a... So I don't know if it's true or not, but I just feel sometimes the wall torches would anger Rathos if he gets too close to it. I try to replicate situations about that, but I mean it's kind of weird. Like sometimes, like just like the one he just did, the first rage, not rage, but you know, when he yelled, I wasn't even close to him and he yelled already. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just weird, like, because they did an update with him, you know, not so long ago, and then of course he feels kind of insane. Look, you see that boost? You see that boost he just did? Yo, he just went skated right through, man. I think he's just bugged. He's bugged as hell right now. I actually need him to come follow me so I can loop him here. You see how he just went like warp speed right at me? But you gotta hurry up because if he's just blocking me, he's trolling me right now. Try to see if I can hear his tiptoes. And I can't anger him one more time. He's gonna go rage mode, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and get our relic. Let me just go ahead and listen real fast. I hear something on the left side. Yeah, he's on our left side right now. It's kind of faint. I don't know if you guys could hear it from the stream, but there it is. Yeah, I need to go that way because I need to get the relic. But you saw that, guys? He floated. Like, when I turned around just to see the spacing, he floated to us like skirt. I don't know, I'm gonna have to drop something in the Discord up on that maybe after the video, because I don't know, that's not right. Like, because he... So, okay, so he wanted to yell. But what happened was, it when he was trying to do the yelling animation, it pushes him like a speed boost pushed him forward. Unless that's a game lag that... I don't know. Because the spacing when he actually yelled, well, when he got pushed forward, was actually a correct spacing for him to yell, to get mad. So he basically did a speed boost to me, and then he yelled. Like, that's not right. That's broken. Okay, I gotta figure out. Hopefully he calmed down or anything. I got your dumb relic, bitch. Got your relic. Keep my charge. Yeah, it's weird. I gotta look at the recording again. I think that's kind of weird how that happened. Super weird. $198. Direction missing. One gold power. If we would found that, I think it would have been what, 25 XP. Well, it wouldn't matter anyways. It would have been like exactly 200, which is pretty much kind of correct. So let me just kind of write this notes down. Because I kind of like, if I encounter like a potential like bug or whatever, I always like to kind of send something to their Discord to kind of let them know, you know, to kind of check it out, you know. So at least, you know, they could check out this video, and then, you know, if I do come across more bugs, you know, maybe they just watch it and just, you know, for the devs, and just kind of like, okay, so why did this situation happen, you know what I mean? So I'll put warp flying Rathos. I'll put flying just for the fun of it. He wasn't really flying. At least the warp was actually the correct term. Yo, if he was raged like gold Super Saiyan Rathos when he turns gold, I would have been dead. If he warped like that, plus his speed, like there's no way I could have survived that. Like he would just grab me by now. Well, if you guys wondering, if you haven't been watching my videos, like I call him Super Saiyan Rathos because, you know, after you enrage or anger him 3 times and he turns gold, right? So that's why I call him Super Saiyan Rathos. I think out of all the Jais, you know, ever since Rathos got that boost, man, I think he's now the one that's kind of irritating now because he's a little bit more faster. Sometimes when you, because a lot of it evolves on your torch, so if you don't push your distract button correctly, he will get you. So that's why I don't depend on my torch to push him away. I depend on my looping abilities. So as long as as best I can, remember big rooms, then that's where I usually try and, you know, pull him with me. That can kind of do big loops around. Breaking line of sight is usually what you want to do. If you have a really good spacing with him, just keep breaking line of sight, just making quick turns. Just wait until this thing opens. A lot of quick turns. Be sure it's not dead ends though, but quick turns. Usually he'll just break line of sight and you should be able to escape or maneuver to a different location. I mean, you can use the last, you know, just the beginning of the video with that Rathos, because if you kind of see it, I did. Of course, I was doing loops on him. And then at the same time, you know, there are times when I try to break line of sight. And it kind of just kind of wait it out. I mean, like I said, I mean, you're not timed anymore, so you can take as long as you want. I don't know, man. This is like the max metal detector, and this thing still doesn't properly, you know, read, you know, what you're supposed to get. It's just weird. I don't know. And I think I'm one tap now because I got hit twice from the spikes, so I don't know. I think I might die. Just letting you guys know, I might die. For me, spike rooms, I avoid a lot of them unless there's a lever there. If there's a lever, then I'll usually go for it. But if not, then I don't waste my time. I usually just kind of bypass it. Because usually I don't really need the gold at this point, so but basically I just bypass it. I don't really want to waste the time. Because usually, like, spike rooms, depending on how good you are, usually it's like about 15-30 seconds. And if you're playing, like, especially brutal, if you're playing in brutal hard, like 30 seconds is a lot, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that gold there because, like I said, I'm kind of like one tap, so I don't want to take a chance. surprised the Magi didn't go for me on the spike room, because if he did, which they usually do, then yeah, I would have been dead. Because right now we're at 3 minutes 5 seconds, and a lot of the time is wasted because we were inside the spike room. So the amount of pressure now is the bringing the evidence, which he didn't give me evidence. He only showed himself like, well, spiritual form, he only showed himself one time and that was it. So yeah, I think this one we're probably not gonna not get it or be able to get the relic on time. I mean, now, I mean, if he just starts dropping every single thing, then okay, maybe a chance. But right now it's 4 minutes, and I don't know, it's gonna be really close. So turning on the metal detector and just drop it. You don't really have to hold on to it. Actually, I forgot it was one tap, so I don't really want to stand in there while he's trying to get me. So I feel there is a huge hitbox when you hold the metal detector on hand, because you're extending, right? So your hitbox is just so humongous. So if you always wonder why you're kind of still getting hit while you're still kind of have a good spacing, especially when his spiritual form is kind of far away, but you still get hit. So we've been kind of telling on Discord about that, about the possibility of checking the hitbox on the metal detectors when you're holding it. Oh, shadow. Where's my tablet? We don't use this until after, so I'm just gonna drop this in a corner. Wow. Really? Really? He wasn't even close to me, he just port like right in the sweet spot where I'm still kind of crouch walking. Wow. Okay. I see what this game trying to get me, wants me dead. It's fine. That's fine. Um, it happens, so His chains was so when I was kind of walking, his chains wasn't vicinity in front of me. He was like on the other side though, like other room maybe. So I kept walking, crouch walking, basically. So usually they usually go okay, port stop, port stop, port stop, you know, whatever. So he just ported right on me, which is kind of wow. Like it's usually kind of rare to me, I feel, because after all the shadows I face, it's always like a sequence when he's trying to grid on you to figure where you at. But I felt that his distance wasn't like threatening. That's why I kind of crouch walked. Because usually, because I had an angle that I could still see the hallway in some ways, the bridge, whatever. So he wasn't in front of me. I mean, I knew he was in some ways kind of close, but not vicinity close. So pretty much that what made me crouch walk. But if he was in front of me, then I would just stop and just wait, you know, look down and wait. But it was just weird. Like if he was from another room, he would segment port that connecting room from the entrance to the area, and then they would grid it, right? I wasn't staring at him. I never even see him, so there was no time for me to stare at him, you know, to pretty much aggro myself. So yeah, it's weird, like, because usually, like I said, it's always like a little bam, 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 you know, to try to get to you, whatever. But he just went from one end that's kind of close, then went straight exactly where I was, and that was just kind of weird. But yeah, oh well. Oh well. It feels like a deja vu with the last episode we just did, Forewarned, Retribution of Shadow. It basically felt like that. He did pretty much, he killed me. Oh, I got so mad. I got so mad. I was like, let's go then. Keep, and they kept giving me Shadow. I was like, alright. They keep taking your treasure. Whoop your ass. Cause you ain't gonna catch me. Oh man. Mm-hmm. Is this a deja vu? Is this retribution for the Shadow? Is he taking revenge right now? Feels like it. Feels like he wants revenge back. Wow, this is a three-way section. Meaning it's like a prong, and it kind of goes there, this hallway, then this hallway. And then two pit areas as their junctions. So yeah, you can get very lost in this one. This one's kind of confusing a little bit, but it does connect to almost all the sections of the beginning. So this middle connects to this whole entire right side and middle, and of course we have a lever here So I'm gonna wait until I get through this first before I update my journal. This thing is just... So we got flames and voices. Flames, voices. We open the prison, so I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to get there. But it's just money in there anyway, so I'm not really gonna worry too much about that one. I already got the flames ready. I really need that right now. 4 minutes right now. Always remember, guys, if you get evidence but you're still unsure, don't force it. Just reconfirm it. I had a lot of people, they die because they choose the wrong shadow again. They choose the wrong type of magi, and then they don't have the equipment to face that magi, and they just die. So it's just kind of like, if there's something you feel like unsure about, just basically, you know, just hold off on it for now. And just kind of reconfirm that evidence. I want revenge now, you piece of crap. I'm gonna take your stupid treasure. See? So he's doing sequence ports. That's what he's supposed to do, but he went exactly right where I was, and that was just bull crap. Like I said, guys, if he parts behind you, you're good. Just walk it, don't run. You should go right side. Yeah, like I said, this one's gonna be hard because it's like a prong, so you can easily get lost in this one. But we did find the lever though. Is this one right here? Like I said, guys, if you guys remember my guy, just hug the walls best you can. Don't rush. Look down. Don't look at him. Avoid the open areas. It's kind of just the first chains too. And the chains is dead giveaway. A lot of it is just the navigation after that. Knowing where to go. Especially if you're soloing. That would be your that a lot of people would probably die from is the navigation part. If they get lost, right? So drop our stuff. Yeah, get a picture of him. Usually I just kind of flash my light in here to try and get his attention. But just don't walk past that door when you're doing that though. And there he is. What? Like, jeez. How close you want me to go? Because if you take picture too close, he's gonna like... He's gonna part right at you. And kill you, so... yeah. Missing 1 gold, but... Oh well. Woohoo. Got your dumb treasure, you dumb shadow. I won't be surprised to give me another shadow again. I won't be surprised. I'm just writing my notes here. Alright. Look at this. 1100. A little over 1100 just to get to the next level. That takes a long time to get. If you average 200 to what, 15, 20 XP, especially on hard and medium, especially because you're soloing, it's almost like you're doing 5 games an hour. It's almost like every hour is 1 level, pretty much. Because you're looking at between 12 minutes, 15 minutes for you to, you know, I guess roughly to finish the stage, get the relic, you know, and then survive and get out. So maybe between 12-15 minutes, right? If not more. So you do about 4 games of that, maybe 5, depending on how fast, would pretty much get you a level. So yeah, every level, every hour from where I'm at right now. Imagine if you're over 100, how long it's gonna take you to just keep moving forward, you know? It's crazy. I mean, I feel the beginning levels, it's kind of good, I guess, you know, for leveling, but yeah, for the ones that's up there, it's just wow. You're gonna be, it's almost like you're grinding just a level, and then it's almost like, okay, so what is, if your level in some ways dictates items, right? You know, new items to get, whatever. You gotta grind like a lot just to get those items. I mean, if you're playing with friends, you know, I mean, it's fun playing with friends, but if you're soloing, that's crazy. Like, it just gets so, you know, it's the same repetition all the time. For my standing, like, you know, this game is good, you know, I like it, but I can't play this like 6 hours straight, you know what I mean? Like, there's no drive, you know, to do that. I mean, I enjoy the game so much, you know, but it's just, I don't see myself playing, like solo playing it, because there's no high motives for me now. You know, I unlock all the lores. I kind of read the story, which is kind of cool, you know. So I already got the lores. I kind of figure out more history, the origin stories of the Magi's and whatnot, the Pharaoh. Uh, with my level now, I'm fully upgraded with whatever the highest I could get. Sorry, my neighbor's cutting something in his workshop next door, so you guys hear a lot of grinding and stuff, and I do apologize for that. Okay, so middle left, kind of. I know, like, some people I know, like, they can't do that. They have like that vertigo, especially in the game. Like, they look down, is like, they're like, no. But I told someone like, oh, would you take a picture of the explorer down there? They're like, no, I can't do that. They freak out, and you can't tell hear voices, but I'll confirm that after. Like, they won't do it. I can't blame them, you know what I mean? It's, you know, when I was in the military, and what was that? Oh, and pretty much I was in the infantry, and I was afraid of heights. So when we were doing the obstacle course segment, I think that was, I mean, it was fun, but the one that kind of took it away was a confidence climb, they call it. Lord Petrus might be inside. So the confidence climb is basically, it's regular spacing when you when you go up, but as you keep going higher, the spacings go more higher, you know what I mean? So it's not gonna be like a normal distance. So basically, it's gonna kind of force you to almost jump or hop to get to to grab the next wood piece. Ooh, Dekan. So let me make sure this is turned on. So basically, when I finally got to the top, I was kind of stuck. I was in that stuck phase because I human nature wants you to cling, right? When you're in that situation, you cling, like you don't want to let go because you know you feel that your life is in jeopardy, right? So when I was in the top, I was like, oh crap. So it took a lot of out of me to finally get over, because you have to get over the beam in order to get back down, pretty much. But the thing is, like, when I got to my unit, and I told him that, yeah, I'm afraid of heights, you know, and stuff like that. But you know, you're going through school, the training schools and stuff like that. So what they did to me was, there was like, okay, I need you to go all the way up. We need you to keep going over the beam. Like literally just go back and forth over the beam, over the beam, over the beam, over the beam, over the beam. So it's basically, it comes to a point, it's like muscle memory now. Like you'll still feel a slight surge of like, holy crap. But because your muscle memory is so used to it now that you can still overcome it easily now. You can just go over it because you're just used to going through it on that situation. So when I do look down in high places, I still get that surge. Don't get me wrong, I still get it, but it's not so bad. You know what I mean? It's not so bad. So when I, you know, take that picture of the exploration, every once in a while, like if I feel like I push my forward, and you're like, holy crap, I have to push back or else I fall off, then I feel that surge because it's like an instant bam, you look down, it's like, oh crap. Deacons, if you have a hard time with deacons, just basically you can walk normal for a certain extent. Once he gets really close, then crouch walk will be the best option. Pathways, of course. So right now he's hugging the right side, so stay away from it. Stay away from the pathway. If you have gaps on the hallways like this one here, this will be the best way to kind of just wait. But if you don't have any gaps, then just hug the other side of the wall away from his side, so that'll be the best way. But crouch walk it, don't walk. If you walk regular, he can hear you. So but yeah, so there's more explanation on my Deacon guide, how to kind of outmaneuver, how to survive him. So Deacons, if you know exactly what you're doing, like, he's actually not so bad. I think at first, when I first started this game, I thought the Deacon was freaking crazy, but he technically isn't now, you know. I'm just so used to just outmaneuvering him that it's actually not so bad. He is literally on the prowl on this side. I always have this assumption that Magi's guards the blue lever, or their routes kind of dictates around the blue lever. I couldn't prove it, but it feels like every time I go to places or sections that the Magi always keeps routing, I would find a blue lever. So it's like, you know, coincidence, but if I was to go to the opposite ends, I would never find a blue lever there. You know what I mean? So it's like, it just feels like every time, you know, I find a blue lever, it's always the areas where he always gravitates on. And it's just kind of bunkers. So let's see if we can find a blue lever here. This is a dead end. Stairs is very, very dangerous because it makes a lot of noise, especially, see, blue lever. Stairs makes a lot of noise. Like, even if walking, it's almost like you're running. The sound of how it sounds like. So only go down the stairs if he's nearby. Only go down the stairs if you really, really have to. I mean, if you hear him slowly coming, then move. Like, don't even bother trying to you know, getting down the stairs. Just wait. So we were kind of lucky that um this section has two ways to get into that one. So I don't like going through blade traps, especially with deacons, because if you especially for walking, it's hard to it's hard to dodge sometimes when you're walking and all that stuff. And if he's around the area, you're stuck. You're pretty much, that's like, you know, game over for you. So we're kind of lucky that, you know, we had that other section that connects the same place where we're going. So sometimes you're not so lucky. Usually that'll be the one way in, one way out situation. So we need to get a picture of the ugly bastard. So let's go ahead and grab our little radio here. That radio cost me a lot, sir. I'm gonna ask you for some compensation for that. Let me see. Oh yeah, this could be a fat EXP right here. I think it'll be like 220s. Should be around the 220s. Hopefully. Anything higher, I'll take it. 230 is perfect. So yeah, so 25 XP. If you had 2 lore pages, that would be like 20 XP right there. I love this type of entrance, like how close it is. Like, I love it. But the other two is like super far as hell. So once you guys get, especially for the ones that's kind of starting to solo whatever, just the best advice is, I mean, yes, you can check out my solo guides, whatever, but the best advice is start small first. Like start on easy because there's no time limit, and then just gradually start getting comfortable with the different size maps from there. Like once you can kind of uh, navigate yourself better through the different size maps, then you can kind of test yourself to see how you're gonna do with time now. So that would kind of help. Because basically the only benefits of playing in higher difficulty is just the extra XP bonus. That's all it is. Like high level people, you know, like me and stuff like that, you need every single bonus as you can to keep, you know, getting, you know, faster ways to get levels and stuff. But earlier levels is you don't really need the bonus because it doesn't take that long just to level. So I think once you start getting around the 70s is when you start feeling the burn a little bit. I would say around the beginning of the 70 maybe. So just take your time, you know, just navigating through here. A lot of it's just kind of like points of interest, you know, just kind of like my points of interest will be obelisks, blade traps, the those pit junctions, you know, stuff like that will be for me is like best way for me to remember certain areas. Oh, what the sheesh. So this is the pit area. Prisons will be the one with the usually with the upside down explorer body. You know, those are the like some things just to kind of help you remember. Relic doors usually on your right tunnel corner most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. You know, just kind of, you know, figure something that's more easier for you to kind of navigate through something like this, and then it's really not so bad after that. So about 2 minutes 30 seconds. Well, he has no lever, so I had to go check if I had the explorer picture done, but I don't think I'm done. So okay, let's head back for evidence. Wait, where was the entrance? Wait. Okay, relic room should be that way. I was just trying to remember which way was the relic room. I drop in the ground now because, like I said, that hitbox is just kind of crazy. Shadow again. Yo, this is gonna be a shadow. Like, he wants my blood, man. He wants me. This is almost like a Shadow Part 2 already, pretty much. A Retribution Part 2 episode. That's how funny it is. Just gonna wait until he pushes off fully. Because this feels like the same situation as the first time I died, and the distance of the sound was where he was the first time I got killed. Okay, so this is the treasure room. Of course, he's right in front of me. Well, behind me now. Freaking cheater. Oh, he wants me so bad. He's partying like right next to me every single time now. Like, he wants me. So he's... So of course the shadow, it's hard to figure out. I mean, it's not like I could use the ways, oh, okay, this Magi is always here. Maybe lever could be in this side. No, for shadows, cannot do that. He's just gonna keep porting right next to you the whole time. I think that's the pain about the shadow. It's just... he'll always be that mosquito that's gonna keep on bugging you, you know. Like, you keep waving it off, he'll just like move away and then come back straight to you, like no matter what. It's like a mosquito bug. I might just have a title for this episode now. And sadly, it have to be another type of shadow title. It won't be Retribution though, but I'll figure out another name for it. It's just kind of funny that it just feels like he wants revenge off of that one. What the hell was that lag? Yeah, that's a red lever. Can't move. He's like, so dot area, he's like here, 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 here. He's like horseshoeing me the whole time at this spot. So every section, so if you see this little bar right here, so like the split off between the pedestal and the hallway room where I'm at right now, you see that little like stone block line? It's basically, he ports, like one of his porting ways is he ports right in the middle, like of the beginning. He'll go middle and then he'll go end to the next connecting, and he'll just keep doing that, like bam 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 bam. Then of course, you know, if you stare at him and aggro him, then yeah, he'll just part straight to you, you know what I mean? But his movements is like sporadic. Like if he knows you're there, but he's trying to grid you pretty much to try and get to you. So knowing the timing on when to actually move is usually kind of hard, because now if you get impatient, then that's usually when you might die, because he's like, oh, I hate sitting down in this one spot. But it's kind of hard with the shadow, because you gotta listen. If his chains is really far away, then go for it, you know. But he's literally gridding on me right now, so like I'm literally stuck almost. Because he's right next to me too. I'm not even looking at him, I'm looking at the ground. Yeah, I've been through here before. The treasure room was behind me. This is the left corner. I know there's a section I didn't hit. I'm just trying to remember the route. Especially, it's super hard to travel with just night vision. So, I'm trying to remember how to get to that one section. Because I've been to this one with the double red. That's the dead end, yeah, so... Where the hell are you? So... let's cross this thing. We got to... that's why I hate going through that. There it is. I'm gonna have to use my sprint to cross those because I'm one tap. And this thing doesn't connect. I don't believe this doesn't. So I gotta time this right. Check. Drop this thing off. I keep forgetting to leave my camera up here. Especially the shadow before we man. Just wait for him to show his face in the front so I can just go ahead and take a picture. There you go. Alright, we're good. Yo, he was relentless. Holy crap. He really wants me dead. Really wants me dead, man. Shush. That guy, man, I tell you. We went through 3 stupid shadows already. Because he wanted to kill me. That's okay though. That's 2 times I can tease him back and get his dumb relic. It felt like this on you is notorious though. He was he was trying to get me. Like when he cornered me in that one corner and he kept horseshoeing me the whole time, like yeah, he wanted me. It just felt like so crazy like that. Man, I don't know. So funny. I'm kind of planning on making like a community type game. Especially live streams will be usually for me it's kind of using those type of streams for you guys, for the community to play with. So if you guys want to play with me, those are probably the best time to catch me. Is pretty much on those live streams. So currently I do live stream in Twitch, but I'm kind of might have to do the split the workloads now. So I had to pretty much kind of restart and making my OBS studios. So I have to just create a brand new scene collection and profile to make one dedicated for YouTube only. So it was kind of fun doing it because I think half of the stuff I had for my Twitch one was like I totally forgot how I did it. So when I was doing it, I was like, "Oh crap! How do I do this again?" Because it's been so long that you set everything, like all the parameters, whatever, that how you like it, the timing, you know what I mean? Especially the transition pieces, like you have to set it um on specific times before this happens, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, but it was kind of fun in a way because it kind of it gives you that time to see the ones that you don't like to use anymore, and you can just wholly just delete that or don't add it back on, you know what I mean? So it kind of does feel good in a way, but it also kind of dreads you because sometimes it takes you to do step A, do step D, just to get this to happen. But I feel the YouTube one is super organized more than my Twitch one now, so everything's all color coded now. Like before, like I always had a hard time with my my sources, so I'm like it's always the same color. So like when I have to try to figure out, okay, oh wait, which one is to hide or turn on, turn off. So now everything's color coded now to my memory, that now it's like, okay, I just need to look for color blue, color green, color yellow, and stuff like that. I don't know why I made myself so, my life so hard. But it's something that had to be done anyway, so especially the reorganizing part. Expirations. Saying is, yeah, so I am trying to figure out a schedule for the YouTube portion to do live. I do have a temporary time that I'm kind of doing on Twitch right now. It's basically at earliest 7 p.m. Eastern time. The challenging part for me is living in Hawaii. Of course, we're probably the last state to be pretty much nighttime and all that stuff. So a lot of our times has to be, in order for you guys, for your convenience, for you guys to watch live streams is always like streaming like 1 p.m. for us is probably like the best time because it's around, a decent time when people pretty much finish work, and whatnot. So I think that's always been the challenging part because a lot of my viewers is either between Eastern and Central, so it's always tough to to always be there for your your viewership and your supporters. So yeah, it's been tough. So I'm trying to kind of do it in the 7 p.m. Eastern range, because right now I'm just kind of waiting for that call for that federal job that I'm waiting on. So I'm just waiting for that orientation to start, but because the process takes so long, so right now it's been 2 months, I think now. I've been waiting for this word. So it does get stressing because you know I have to pay bills, you know what I mean, and everything's coming out of my savings. So a lot of my savings is pretty much like getting kaput now at this point, because I'm just hoping that they give me a call, say, okay, let's do the orientation, this is when you're gonna start. But I don't know, it's being tough right now. So right now I'm just kind of dedicating my free time as much as I can to make all these videos and streaming live and whatnot. um a lot of times, like, if once I get the position and I start work, then of course, like, then that's when I have to kind of adjust the times. Now it's like, okay, when do I have the free time to do this or that? um so I will always make videos and all that, because I just love doing it. I just love playing for you guys. So hmm yeah, he's being a punk right now. There it is. I was waiting for that one. It was like, I gotta have footsteps in order to get pretty much get the Magi or any. like like I said, guys, when getting the relic, just kind of wait. You don't have to just blitz it right off inside there, because you never know where the Magi is going to spawn. And like I said, they always tend to spawn next to the relic room. So just wait. Especially like the Dekans and whatever, or Rathos, like, they always come straight to the relic room all the time. Like, so it's best to just wait, just kind of see where they at. Then you can kind of plot a plan on how to maneuver, certain areas and whatnot. So, you don't have to rush it. See, Ouphris is easy to maneuver, so you should be okay as long as you're kind of away from his range. So his range is pretty much within helmet light range. As long as you're like away from that, he won't aggro you. So but he came from this tunnel. See, hiding something. I forgot to drop the relic, so I can grab the camera, because we have to do the treasure, right? Oh, there's no treasure. Okay, perfect. Did I get the gold here? Yeah, I did. So middle. Yeah, he's right there. like I said, his distance is kind of doable as long as you don't hit that helmet light range. So helmet light will be if I turn my flashlight off. So I would say this would be helmet range where this line is. As long as you don't go past that, you should be okay. He keeps going back into this tunnel here, so I want to try and get in there, but he keeps on going in there. His tracking is only when he aggroes you, so always remember that. That's why it's best to avoid him as much as you can first. Because it'd be much more easier for you to look for the blue lever and whatnot. But if you aggro him, then you gotta just keep running. Don't stop. Just keep running because eventually he'll get to where you are. So the more that he's kind of next to you, then he's prone to whistle right next to you. So just kind of maintain that separation. I think I went through there already, right? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Well, always remember your amulet does recharge. So if you have your amulet max upgrade, he's basically gonna run the opposite direction. So by the time he comes back, you know, like if you do get caught on him again, he has to just remember he has to whistle again or for you to reuse it again. So because by the time he snaps out of it, his aggro is pretty much he de-aggro's basically all it is. So he has to re-whistle again in order to go crazy mode. But the amulets that not upgrade that much, if you used to seeing him run, it's like a jog for him. Kind of remember the difference between his jog and a full burst sprint, because if you use the amulet, let's say that's probably like upgrade 1 or 2, or let's say if he runs away after your amulet and then let's say you're running the opposite way, if he's running a full burst sprint back to you, he is basically still in aggro mode. So hopefully by then your amulet is already recharged that you could use it again, because if you're in that situation, you're in a dead end, at least try to reactivate your amulet. Hopefully it's recharged already, so then you have some ample time to get out that sticky situation. But Ouphris is not so bad. I think Ouphris is like doable. I think anyone can handle the Ouphris as long as they know what to do, especially his range of aggro and all that. So he is pretty much doable. If I compare all the Magi's and what would be the easiest for me right now, as far as where the game stands, I think the Ouphris is the easiest. I think the next one would be Dekan, and the second one would be Shadow, and then Rathos would probably be the top one, top dog. Before Rathos was the bottom one because he was like easy to outmaneuver. You could do loops around him for days. But ever since they kind of gave him that update boost, like, oh man, he's like a stone cold killer, man. Like he be killing like badass players now. It's kind of funny. Because before we used to talk crap about Rathos, now it's like, oh frick, this Rathos is on my butt, you know. So yeah, anyways, guys, yeah, so that is the end of our episode. Hopefully you guys like what you see. Yeah, it's kind of funny to see the Shadow trying to get revenge again, and of course we got revenge back, taking his dumb treasure for ourselves. um don't forget, guys, there are, like I said, solo guides for you guys to take a look at. You know, there are also basic guides, you know, to how to deal with the Magi's, you know, how to outmaneuver, you know, specific Magi's, how to kind of, you know, react in, you know, certain situations. And, you know, feel free to take a look at those videos, guys. I made those guys just for you guys, you know, so you guys be able to kind of, you know, improve yourself on survivability. Don't forget, it's going to be located in the Forewarned playlist for you guys. So check it out. Um, we're gonna pretty much do extra special events for, because it is Halloween month. Um, we did kicked off the month with some playthroughs. So we did the 2 Resident Evil 2 remakes of Claire's first and second run with a S+ rating, with a no damage, no saving, no item box runs. If you guys are into the story, um, I advise to kind of watch Claire's second run because that one has a complete ending. Um, but as far as the difference between 1 and 2 of Claire, it's basically um, how the routes are. You start in different starting points and whatnot, so there are difference in gameplay. So in some ways, it's good to watch both, because the Claire first run has the introduction story. As far as Claire's second run, it kind of shows you glimpses of it, but it doesn't kind of give you the whole blown you know, movie scenes of it. There's also timestamps on them, so you can actually skip it. Just go ahead and look in the description down below. You'll see the timestamps, and you know, it's kind of easier to navigate once you kind of, you know, watch those 2 videos, and you can just kind of click whatever you want. We're also going to add our, for the Halloween month, we're going to add the State of Decay 2 gameplay series, because they did release a decent update of the new map, I believe was. So I'm want to start planning to do that series around October 18. That will be on Monday. It might be maybe before that, maybe a Saturday. We'll see how the time goes, because I was kind of thinking of extra projects to kind of do because of Halloween month. But definitely State of Decay 2 is in the mix. Debating if to add a Dead by Daylight segment, which I used to be a, you know, I love that game before so much. It's just kind of been not so much played, especially with the streaming and you know, video making. So, but I'm kind of thinking of adding Dead by Daylight to the mix. Of course, we're going to continue with our Phasmophobia Forewarned series, so that one's not going to change. 7 Days to Die was one of my best games too, but because I actually chosen to wait for Alpha 20, so Alpha 20 won't probably be released probably until later on November, from what the devs were talking about on their recent video. They were kind of thinking by the time they reach that experimental phase, it'll probably be close to Halloween already, I think they said. So Alpha 20 won't be in until probably November. So we'll see. PC version now, not console. So another one that people suggested me was Dying Light, which I love that game too when it first came out. Really good story. And And for the game that's being that old, it still has really good graphics. So I don't mind doing a Dying Light game playthrough, but it's a long one. That game is super long. So if I have to, if not have to, but if I want to, I have to kind of plan it. Like if I do my series on the weekdays, let's say, so that'll be like Valheim, Fast, Forewarned, and then I'm doing my Save Decay. So it's not just gonna be that one day for the week because there's no way we'll be able to complete it. So the Save Decay might have to be like 2 or 3 times a week that I have to do a video recording or a segment or stream with it. So, because I'm hoping by the time it hits Halloween or before Halloween, I should be done right with that new map, whatever. And the challenging part with the Save Decay I want to do was to basically, without using my souped up characters that I played for all the maps, I want to kind of go um a brand new 3-man team, so straight up noobs and all that, and kind of going through the new map. So I think that'd be more of a challenge and more fun that way. So at least we can just start slowly building them up and building that community game in there. So I think we'll do it like that. I think that'd be more fun. So yeah, so that's basically like a rundown of what's to come. Um, if there's probably gonna be more ideas, I'll let you guys know. I probably might do another announcement recording for you guys, so to kind of keep you guys in the loop. Those announcements it's located on the announcement playlist. So if you guys want to kind of hear like, oh, what's going on so far, and then usually I would kind of post those announcement videos, so kind of give you guys some insight. So yeah, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. As for me, I always enjoy it, especially it's kind of fun with the shadow. But yeah, guys, just hopefully you guys like what you see. Please drop that like and subscribe, to help to help support our channel, as well as to be notified on future gaming content. I'll let you guys know when will be the first, our number one first YouTube live stream, as I keep finalizing my settings on OBS Studio. So I'll let you guys know about that one. I think that one I'll be super excited to do our first live stream on YouTube. So yeah, guys. So hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. Be safe out there, and as always, aloha is from Hawaii. And until then, I hopefully see you guys in the next live stream, or hopefully I pretty much see you guys in the next vid. All right, guys, take care.